Hello everyone, this is Vaidyanathan again. In this particular session, I'm going to demonstrate the use of a TCA module called Writing Missing Functions in C. So let's go ahead and launch the first assessment item for this particular module. As the name indicates, this module requires the student to write one or more missing functions for a given C program. In this example, the program takes an integer n as input from the user. It then creates a new integer formed only of the odd digits that are there in the input integer, and then it displays the input integer as well as a newly formed integer. For example, if the input integer is 3546, then the output integer would be 35. So let's go ahead and begin the task. In the screen in front of you, you see three different panels. The top panel shows you the task description. The task that you are expected to perform is to write the missing function called form odd integer, which takes in as a parameter n. On the left side, you see the panel which consists of the list of functions, and on the right side, you can see the code for each of these functions. So let's go ahead and start with the main code, right? Once we review the main code, we understand how the function is being used. So in this case, it is being used in part of a printf function, and it is taking the parameter called num. Once we understand how it is being used, let's go ahead and write the code for the function. Once I fill in the appropriate code, I would then go ahead and compile the code. I can see a preview pane here which shows me not just the main code but also the function that I've just written. And assuming that my compilation is successful, I go ahead and submit the solution for this particular task. The system will evaluate the solution and it will display my score. It will also display the report consisting of the author's solution as well as any explanation that the author has provided. Right? So this is how you use this particular module. We can go ahead and take one more example. Let's say that we want to look at the example that involves checking whether an input character is a vowel or not. Right? So let's bring up the assessment item. Once again, I go through the problem description. So when a character is entered, we have to check whether it's a vowel or not, and output whether it is a vowel. Right? So we begin the task. As I mentioned earlier, there are multiple functions here. One is a main function, and the second one is a function called isVowel that you need to write the code for. So assuming that I know how to write the code, I go ahead and type in the code. Once I have typed in the correct code, I would compile the code, and if my compilation is successful, I can submit the solution for the task and view my report. Right? So this is how you would proceed with this particular TCA module. Okay, thank you.